today's video, we're going to be thrifting in the richest city in the world. Make sure to stick around to the end because I will of course be doing a huge haul of all the gems I found. I get the feeling this video is going to cost me a fortune. Before I can even start shopping, I've got to get there. So, how's this gonna work? I'm taking a one-way flight from London to New York just to go to two of the cheapest and two of the most expensive thrift stores in New York City. So, now the day has come, it's time to pack up all my worldly belongings and head to the airport. I'm not quite sure at what point during the 8-hour flight the impulsivity of this decision hit me, but I guess we're here now, so there's no turning back. Got it. I haven't even told you the best part of this challenge. Simply just going to these stores would be boring. So I'm going to be using a random number generator to pick a number between $1 and $150, and that's going to be my budget for that store. Let's go. Okay, we're starting off with a good one. This is Crossroads behind me, which is actually one of my favorite thrift stores in the US. So let's see what our allowance is for our cheapest thrift store. Oh my god, $143 at a Crossroads. I'm about to have the best time of my life. But that probably means that like chances are at the next expensive ones we're barely gonna get anything. I'm so excited, I don't care. Oh my god, this is like a kid in a candy store. We also got videographer Sam, some trainers. Yeah, not bad. I cannot believe the things that I found in that shop. I have never found something like that in a thrift store in my life. Stick around to the end because this haul is going to be crazy. For our final affordable thrift store before we start seeing prices, which are probably going to make me want to cry, we're at Buffalo Exchange. Let's see what our budget is. 87! That's still pretty good. Right, the days of $15 t-shirts are well over because I've heard about this place on TikTok and apparently the prices here range between like $100 to thousands of dollars. So let's see what the budget is. You're actually joking. $2 is gonna get me nothing. Well, this is about to be embarrassing. Well, here goes. That is utterly ridiculous. I swear that was not rigged. I considered going and asking if I could get like a carrier bag, literally just a paper bag for like $2, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. The people in there were bougie. So now we're on to the next place. I still don't have much hope that I'm gonna find anything, but who knows. Okay, we're at the final store. This is what goes around comes around, and this place looks even more intense. I actually don't know if I have it in me to walk out of another bougie store empty-handed, but let's see what our final budget is. Here we go. $15. I don't think that's gonna get us very far. Right, so not only were we not allowed to film in there, but there are also no prices. And I've learned that if you have to ask, it's too expensive. There was a whole cabinet of Hermes Birkin bags. So I think that tells me everything I need to know. And my cheap ass with $15 isn't gonna get me much. And so now that I've traveled all around the city and spent the entirety of my holiday pocket money, it's time to head home and get straight into the haul because some of these items are kind of mad. The very first item that I got is this white mini skirt, and I didn't actually realize it at the time, but this is from Abercrombie & Fitch. Now I couldn't find this exact skirt online, but the average skirt from Abercrombie & Fitch costs around $50, and I got this for $15, so I'm pretty happy with that. Not the most exciting piece of clothing, but a really good basic, and I feel like I'll be able to pair it with so many things, especially as it's coming up to summer. Now, if you couldn't tell, I am a bit of a sucker for a graphic tee, so when I saw this, I was so excited. How sick is this? A vintage Budweiser t-shirt. Now, I had a little Google of this brand, and I couldn't find the exact t-shirt, but I did find some ones that looked a bit similar, and they cost around $28, whereas I got this one for $18.50. Item number 3 is this pair of shoes. Now, I am not even close to being a shoe expert, and I'm afraid I have no idea what this style of shoe is called. I know that they're Adidas, but that's about it. So Googling these was a little bit difficult, but I did manage to find someone selling a pair that look almost identical on Depop for £48,
and I got these for $29. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I did actually wear these for a couple of the days that I was walking around in New York as well, and I have to say, they're very comfortable. So we're on to the final item from Crossroads, and this might be one of my favorite thrift finds ever. I could not believe this when I spotted it on the bag rack. Also, quick tip for you, always check the bag and the shoe sections when you first go into a thrift store, because that is often where most of the gems are. But I am kind of in disbelief. Oh my god. Now, this probably doesn't look like anything special, but when I show you the tag, this is a vintage Coach bag. And when you open it up, it has the Coach lining. Now again, I've done my research into this, but it's really difficult to figure out how much a Coach bag is worth if it's not like a modern one. But I did manage to figure out from the serial number inside that this was made before 1990, so it is a vintage bag. She's been a bit squashed at the back, bless her. I kind of need to put something heavy in it to like weigh this part down. But honestly, so pretty. I can't believe that I've got a vintage Coach bag. And it's also a really good size as well. Like, I feel like this would fit so much stuff. I got this for $42, which for my first designer bag, I think isn't bad. That is everything that I got from Crossroads. So let's move on to Buffalo Exchange and the stuff that I got here. Let me just show you. To start off, I got this little black skater style dress. Now, I can't lie to you, the more that I hold this, the less high quality it feels. Like, you can hear from the fabric, it just feels really low quality. And there's also no lining. It's literally just one piece of fabric. So I don't know how much of a good investment this was, but I got this for $14. Would I do it again? Probably not, but she's cute. I can get some wear out of her. But I don't even want to waste any more time on that, because the next two items, I don't even know what to say. The gasp that I let out when I saw this on a hanger. The way that I wanted this top for months before finding it in the thrift store. Are you kidding me? But I have a confession to make. It's fake. I was so disappointed, but it has to be fake, right? It doesn't have a label in it. Like, there's no way that Diesel are making a top that doesn't have a label in it. All it has is this like plasticky thing. Oh well, the excitement won't be forgotten. But you know what? I am all for buying dupes of stuff, especially if you're buying them from a thrift store where it's more sustainable. And I got this for $15 rather than the £195 I would have had to pay to get a real one. And I'm also aware that this particular top is 100% part of a micro trend. So even if I did spend the full price on the top, I wouldn't even be wearing it for more than like 3 months. So I'm really happy with my dupe. Who's actually gonna know the difference? And with that, we are on to the final item, and I honestly think that I have saved the most ridiculous for last. Of all the things that I think you guys are expecting me to pull out of my bag right now, I bet these were the last. What are those? I'm about to look like a Lego man. What is that? Honestly though, the amount of joy that these things bring me is actually insurmountable. I want to wear these every single day. Again though, I do have to admit that these are not the real thing. I did not spend $350 for these. These ones set me back a grand total of $30.50. I've no idea what the make of these is, but again, is anyone really going to be able to tell the difference? And I will be wearing these to every event for the foreseeable future. Now, as you guys might have noticed, I didn't end up spending all the money that was allocated for each store, so instead I'm going to be rounding up and donating the money to the Coalition for the Homeless in New York City. But that is all I got. I honestly really appreciate you taking a chance with your time and watching a brand new channel, but I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you in the next video.